Hello and welcome to Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Welcome.
We're here to talk about why we're going to move from this beautiful coast area that we live in and relocate to Portugal. We're at the beach right now. I'm going to walk down the beach here and we're going to show you a little bit of the area. And what we have with us today,
Here's Jack.
This is our boy Jack. He's going to be coming with us to Portugal. And we're going to talk about why Portugal? Why not stay here? And the differences from here to there. We spent a month in Portugal and had a great time traveling around. We stayed in Airbnbs. We rented a car and traveled up and down the country. So let's get going here. We're going to take this walk and talk. Now I'm going to walk down this little beach ramp here and talk a little bit about our situation. Come on, Jack. We work on the beach. We've been working on the beach for a very long time. We provide beach weddings and family beach portraits. That's been our business off and on for over 25 years. And we've met thousands of great, wonderful people from all over the world that we've married. I've become an ordained minister over the years, and then I became a notary after that.
Hello.
And we're getting older now. My wife is 65. I'll be 64 here in a couple of months. We're not quite retired yet, and we're not taking Social Security yet either, because we've been waiting. You know, the longer you wait, the more you end up getting as you get older. There's our beach right here. You can take a look. We got white sandy beaches, emerald green waters, very similar to a lot of places in Portugal. But of course, the cost of living here is a heck of a lot more than it is in Portugal. So as we're moving towards retirement, we were looking for, let me turn this around here. We were looking for a place that'd be more affordable for us, that we can enjoy and also live a different type of lifestyle. And Portugal fits in perfect for us. We switched over to eating keto way of eating about 7 years ago?
Probably.
Yeah. So we don't eat junk foods. And if you go to Portugal, you'll notice that they don't have a lot of junk foods like we have here in the US. So that fits us perfectly. So we won't miss any of that whatsoever. Matter of fact, we would look forward to the better quality foods they have there. You know, they're not spraying the plants with Roundup and all these chemicals. All that's been banned over there for years. You know, so we look forward to eating more healthier. And oh, there goes the beach patrol over there. But even though we live right here on the coast, let me pan this around, you would think that we had a lot of great seafood. But in fact, trying to get good fish here is damn near impossible unless you rent a boat and go out there and catch it yourself. Most all the fish in the whole area is brought in or imported in from other areas. You'll see fish from Taiwan, fish from Mexico, Argentina, all kinds of places. So in Portugal, we look forward to actually getting much fresher fish and lots of it. Now you can get shrimp here. The shrimp here, you can get actually at a better price here than what we found in Portugal, because we do have shrimp boats here. You can get it, you know, in the season here for like $12.99 a pound, but sometimes you can get it down to $9.99 a pound, and sometimes it's on sale when they got a lot of it. You can get it for like $7.99 a pound. Really good shrimp. So we had a lot of shrimp in Portugal during our trip, but we noticed we paid quite a bit more for it than what we pay for here. And also dining out in Portugal was a lot cheaper than here.
You also need to take loser tourists that the flip-flop down there on free.
Oh.
They're not, they don't belong to you. They're not free. Leave them there.
Right.
Don't steal people's shoes.
They took the shoes.
Oh, they took your shoes?
It's happened more than once. I think tourists think that it's free shoes. They're not free shoes. People kick them off and before they go to the beach. I live here, yeah.
Yeah, so do we.
Yeah, but somebody needs to tell the tourists it's not free shoes.
Right.
They seem to think it is.
So if you saw some of that, what he was saying is people take their shoes off down by the beach here, which he did, and someone stole his shoes. So he's saying you need to tell the tourist it's not free shoes when you see sandals laying by the edge of the beach down there. Someone took his shoes. But now going back to foods and restaurants, when we go out to dinner here in this area, Gulf Shores area, like we went out to dinner for a steak dinner at lunchtime when they have the cheaper menus even.
Yeah.
We both had a steak. We had one appetizer, mushrooms that we split. My wife had a beer.
Yes.
I had a mixed drink. It came to almost $105 before the tip. That's ridiculous. We went out in Portugal all the time and we would have, you know, steaks, meats, whatever, beer, wine, bread, appetizers, and we were averaging anywhere from $35 to $45, maybe $50 if we had a few extra drinks. Much more affordable, especially for us if we're going to go into retirement. Our plan is to take retirement, Social Security, right before we get ready to move. Now what we've done is our beach wedding business, we sold it. I'm going to throw in some beach wedding photos right now. You can see we were doing these full wedding setups where we would provide the full wedding. I would be the minister, my wife would be the photographer, and then we would switch off after the wedding and I would do photos as well. We had many different beach wedding setups. It was a very successful business. We averaged lots and lots of weddings, 75, 80 weddings a year. So we've now sold that wedding business and the truck we had. We had a special truck for it as well. So that's our first step. Now next is selling everything we own. We have a warehouse full of things.
And a house full of things.
And a house full of things.
And a house.
That's taking some time. It's hard to sell a lot of things around here because this time of year it's mostly tourists. They're not out buying stuff to bring home. And then we have to then put the house up for sale and sell the house. And then go through, from what I've seen, 3 to 4 months a period to get the visa approval. And so then we'd have to live somewhere else during that time. If we sold the house during summer, we'd probably rent and still stay around here because we still have our beach portrait business that we're doing. So we're still making a decent income while we're, you know, in the works of doing all this. So it's a lot to do, a lot to plan out. So we're going to make videos during this whole process.
And it's going to be a long, hard process.
Plus we're taking our dog with us, of course. So he has to have the right shots at the right times, get the right paperwork and everything, and all that planned out for him. So let's go walk around some more. Jack loves going down to the beach. This is one of the only areas in the beach area where you can bring a dog down and walk him down the walkway. One thing that's very different from here in Portugal is, like you can see these buildings over here, everything is built on the beach here. All the condos, apartments, hotels, restaurants are right on the beach side. So as you're driving down, you can't actually see the water in most places. Where in Portugal, it seems like everything is built on the other side of the beach, and you can walk down the beach sometimes for miles and be right on the beach side, which is so much more beautiful and nicer to be able to do. And then right across the street is where the restaurants, condos, and hotels are. That's something we also look forward to.
Ooh.
Here's one of the hotels right here on the beach. It's just miles and miles of hotels and condos here. It's kind of turning into like what Miami, Florida is like, if you're familiar with that. Now this is the Pink Pony. This is a popular little restaurant bar down here on the beach. And as you can see, they are right on the beach here. Okay, we are walking down the sidewalk area by the beach here. This is one of the only areas in this whole area that has a sidewalk that walks down the beach. And there's a restaurant up here called The Hangout that everybody hangs out at. And they have live entertainment generally out back on the stage. Got a lot of people who are walking by here. But get back to the topic. We look forward to moving, selling our house here. We got a rent for over there for a year, I guess. Our plan is to buy a car because we want to be able to travel around the country, actually make a lot more videos as well as we're doing that, and look at houses. So we'll be looking at a lot of houses, making videos of the different houses, and then eventually buy one. And then become a full-time resident in Portugal. We look forward to the better food qualities. And there's lots of things to do there all the time, which there is here too. We do have a really dead slow season. But also the savings. Everything, of course, is less expensive over there. Even for the simplest things. Beer and wine, I couldn't believe, first off, how good the beer is. We love the beer, huh?
We do, and the wine.
And the wine.
And the food.
And the food, actually. Yeah, we loved the people there. Everyone was extremely friendly everywhere we went. We traveled up and down the whole country, actually. Started in Lisbon, went to Porto, went to Aveiro. And then we went to the Algarve, multiple places. Let me turn this around, you can see. This is the Hangout. It's basically a big restaurant. I'd have to say overpriced, that's for sure. Right across the street, right from the beach here. And then this is the walkway that we're walking down. And they have all kinds of things for kids to do here. A lot of fun activities and everything. Now I want to talk about housing prices. For what we're able to sell our house for here in Gulf Shores area, we'll be able to buy a house over there and have extra money left over, which will be great going into retirement. But I wouldn't really call it retirement because I'm still going to be doing these videos on YouTube like this. And we might still do some photography. I also do website design. I've been doing websites since the internet started for the most part. I remember back then I was loading in, 12 floppy disks into a Commodore Amiga computer to be able to hook to the internet and send a message to a place to test it. And if you got a message back in 3 or 4 hours saying we got it, that was considered fast back then.
It was like getting a message from the moon.
Yeah, like getting a message from the moon. It's amazing how this technology has advanced so much. And we also are getting in a lot into AI image making. That's something we're offering in our photography this year for the first time. That's pretty amazing what we can do. Got him on a long lead here in a green area. A lot of grass here for walking your dogs. They have events out here different times of the year, this big area. And right across the street over there, that's a brand new hotel. I don't think it's even open yet. Yeah, they still don't even have some of the balconies done. That'll be opening soon. Like I said, this is one of the only areas on the coast where you can walk down the beach like this. It's kind of sad. We've seen the area change tremendously over the years. From a sleepy little beach town to now a tourist-rich town that has millions of people that come here. And then we've had people that like it so much here they end up moving here. And during the pandemic areas, we had so many people move here from up north because we didn't shut down here. We didn't shut down here at all. I did weddings and portraits every day all summer. So a lot of people ended up selling their houses up north that they got more money for, bought houses here, and then realized they could buy more houses and turn them into rentals, and then our rent went up through the roof here. I'm just glad that our house is paid for and our cars and everything are paid for. One thing also, if possible, we'd like to get a house with a little bit of a yard, and we'd like to have chickens. So I eat a lot of eggs every day, and it would be nice to be able to go out and get the chicken eggs, and then have a little garden where we could grow some vegetables. We don't eat a whole lot of vegetables anymore. My wife had a skin allergy problem for years and years and years, and we finally realized that once she quit eating vegetables, it all went away. She was actually taking shots for them all the time. So we look forward to that. We're both pretty darn healthy, especially for our age. Neither one of us is on any type of medicines or meds. So hopefully we can stay that way. And our boy Jack, he's ready to go too. He wants a bigger yard, he says. A bigger yard, maybe some fruit trees in the yard would be nice. A little garden. We don't need a big house, it's just the two of us. That's one of the problems we've seen is we've been keeping track of all the real estate, looking at all the real estate sites and everything. And one of the problems we find is the houses are just too big.
I like your dog. I had one that looked just like that when I was a kid.
Yeah, he's a soft-coated Wheaten Terrier.
What kind is it?
A soft-coated Wheaten Terrier.
How about that? Wow.
Yeah.
He's a sweet boy.
Yeah, that's a nice dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that kind in a lot of years. It's fun to see. Well, thank you. Enjoy your time here. Yeah.
So anyways, with the house, we hope to get something small. We don't want a big house. Even 2 bedrooms would be plenty. But we see all these 2-story houses with massive amounts of land. And also the living area. We're looking at living around the Silver Coast area, or maybe a little bit inland from the Silver Coast, like 30 minutes inland or so. So we could drive down to the beach when we want, but we don't necessarily have to live by the beach. But one criteria is we do want to live by a place that we can walk to the grocery store at least. So I'm forced to walk. That's another thing is everything here you got to get in the car and drive. There's nothing close by. We could walk. It'd be like probably an hour walk one way to go to the grocery store. And you wouldn't want to do that in the middle of summer because it's 95 to 100 degrees here. So we want to be close in, maybe to a town square that you can walk to, go to the grocery store, restaurants, bars, shopping. That would be nice. Look forward to that. And we want to live a very simple lifestyle because that's what we live now. Our whole life has been working on the beach, coming home, editing pictures, answering phone calls, text messages, and repeat over and over. And we've been doing this for years. And then in the off season, sometimes we would go traveling around a little bit. And in Portugal, we'd like to travel all around Portugal, shoot more videos, have fun and enjoy it.
Although I didn't get the opportunity to drive in Portugal, I did enjoy how beautiful the highways and how clean, and even going down the city, walking through the city, that people were sweeping the sidewalks and cleaning the roads, and everything was just clean and beautiful, and that's what I like.
We had to stop and take a break and give Jack some water. We also had a lot of people stopping by, but everybody wants to pet him and says what a beautiful boy he is. Jack is a soft-coated Wheaten Terrier. He's a non-shedding dog, so he doesn't shed, which is great. I can have him on my lap, in the car, anywhere in the house, and there's just no hair that's falling out anywhere. Okay, now we're heading back down from the way we started. Now, other things that we have in town here This is a total tourist town for sure. We have jet ski rentals, boat rentals, go-kart tracks, mini golf.
Amusement parks.
Yeah, mini golf places. We have a big amusement park here that has roller coasters, all kinds of things, kind of a small version of like Disneyland. So there's just tons of stuff to do here. Then of course, movie theaters, restaurants, Walmart's everywhere. We have Publix grocery stores here that like cake. They make some really good cakes we used to like before we quit eating all that. This is another view of the Hangout restaurant here. They're getting a little bit busy right there. People stand in line here for a long time sometimes to just get in there. And it looks like we have a whole school bus of people being let out here from somewhere. Where are you guys from?
Wetumpka, Alabama.
Oh, okay. Welcome. I know there's a lot that we didn't cover in this video. As we've been walking around, I've been holding the camera in one hand and the dog in the other. But we'll get more videos out soon. So hey, please like and subscribe to our channel. We got a lot more videos coming out that will show our whole process of moving, selling everything we own, putting our house up for sale. And I have a lot of camera gear and studio equipment to sell so we can get moved to Portugal. And then when we get moved to Portugal, you can follow us as we travel around Portugal and have fun and look for new houses.
We look forward to selling everything and moving to Portugal and finding our forever home.